right, Abusia Micha na misanso emu akwaba endo emfawo emra channel so eda so aye be media GH. Ebese wa se ene da edi kan ye wani etwa channel so ni die kwan so. Ebese wa se obe subscribe e de ama ibo notification bell so more podcast updates. Na eyade a chema Wontumi ekopie mu ewo court na busia enkomo ekoso. Me no mienu ya we se chema Wontumi ewo eye 3 criminal cases na busia ba kon ye de abono ama no akopie mu ewo eye Nsawam prison sisi yade a Exim Bank case no na chese aba betodua chese okopie mu ewo court nia ensem bi akoso ewo court we de pese yekọ na yetie ne sie abra chema Wontumi ekopie mu ewo ho ene eye SML deal ye papa eye kind of we ata former finance minister busua ne di ebepie mu no yenko na yentini na na sisi be se wa se obe subscribe e de amai obe san abo notification bell for more podcast updates na be share nso se be media GH so ni die kwan so ha yeni atem ya adwen na eche wo na yehu na yete ewo social media so mama yentie ni a eche se so
what is happening because my amount for interest cathedral any covid mu pa say the huge sums of money e fa ho no so bi ehunu at the cry so however yes ye age no so omo pushi omo guso exam ne de ebeba so any other cases what do you make out of it?
Okay, me that's kwabna say near work court no de me ma brief na very comment na very brief cases na work court no cathedral ne ba ko na o kan we cathedral ne de covid na microphobia omo wo mfakire he ya no omo SMS omo Judiciary ko sign contract with them omo NEP SML omo mi ensane nyomo no nyina the key architect no finance minister wakotana US on person obeba no nti eno nti a those issues no pending no but criminal cases don't die, they don't rot. Sani etie bia enam ni feature SML enam ni feature cathedral enam ni feature. Yes, so those cases are pending because of the abrochina na wakotana no, but criminal cases it will surely come on. I mean, tama yedi nkomo no me no can say he will have we said the other part recovery no say nka sika no ye beje but unim say court na fine area Wontumi 120,000. It is based on law because law they say 10,000 to 15,000 penalty points, and you can't go beyond.
So which means the state prosecutor couldn't have argued that a binary person is a total maso.
Unless
because now we need to bring back Samurai Boy to life.
Yes.
How do we bring Samurai Boy to life?
Okay.
We need budget. And me say ne obi listing a kind of cars or the least among the cars no crano it be $250,000 because it be a $350, it be a $400,000, $500,000. So if these cars auctioneer, if you get $1 million, $2 million, and Samurai Boya, you can build drainages for them to contain at least to get them back to life.
Communal democracy,
a little bit funny.
A bit funny. Near can ye senka we soja near, and now we soja by now you can easily do that.
No, but you can go in there and argue.
You see, this is the case. The counts the born no. Say was signing resources of the state to an individual to destroy the environment. You see, yan charge no, unless of course.
Anyway,
sen can your judge no finally say what benefit with your proceeding from proceed of unya no.
I think I get you.
And the other cases now our court no. They say your boss signal bureau ne other cases court. Me very hopeful and confident. The reason why our second topic was critical to me, second cases now boss no. On say nka ye nyina ye benya since day one ye benya nka within 3 weeks 4 weeks acha 2 months 3 months the case must go. But you see court na traditional court na ye no before NDC by ekofa ora ebai no more cases were harder. We have civil cases were harder. There were other criminal cases and yes something to do with loot of people. Until all those cases must also go on. Until now, these oral cases compete with these other cases. Is the reason why we need specialized courts.
Okay.
Is the reason why we need the tribunals. Who be a question say and this is for tribunals me ba and make you and me punch here in the future. So we need money unsuru. Oda obeda unsuru. Look. The Damoyo tribunal there is only one reason. The tribunal a base speed up the process.
I see.
A base speed up the process. And this tribunal thing a constitutional. You see, parliament. Yeah, you say. But there are gaps in constitution mono. You enact emra to fill that gap. Emra no to be where constitution never bosso. But yet constitution there no a skeleton. The flesh aka ho and to article 142 or say there shall be established in each region of Ghana such regional tribunals as the chief justice may determine. A regional tribunal shall consist of a chairman, a chief justice, one chairman, such members who may or may not be lawyers as shall be designed by the chief justice. Blah 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 blah. But 3 important. Oh no, 4. Or say a person shall not be appointed to no, that's not what is important to me. Or say 143. A regional tribunal shall have jurisdiction to try such offences such as against the state, offences against the state and the public interest as parliament may by law determine. And it's a parliament agreement. Yehena say nipakuo bi adibone atia oman no na ye pese yema emra no edi ye adwuma and infringing on omo rights na ensign and delay process na parliament may establish regional tribunals. Any democracy anywhere only these tribunals no or suffer because you see the citizens want justice. Me catch up say the reason why NDC won this election is not just the roads, it's not just the economy. The biggest part of our reason is oral. You said better recover all the loot and put the people to justice. And if you want to do it properly, let's do these regional tribunals. Let's empower them. Say me beya, to me expedite cases because
the cases go on the regional basis na or record.
Ekoso pa. Unim say one day Mbabe Castro said the Attorney General is overwhelmed. The kind of the sheer number of criminal cases and nyoma ewo no the Attorney General is overwhelmed.
100% true.
And until say I'm for this opportunity and these opportunities we didn't just say it now. In the presidential election during the campaign you can say President Mama can say you establish these tribunals which is not NDC manifesto. It's a constitutional provision article 142 143. It's all talk about this. And to say critique this all these cases oral cases wo boss nyina no ni die no akọ show
because even with the notable ones it make me a kind of offhead no edoso answer
edoso
who dia wonya no these are the notable ones you can easily but the ones
me catch you say nipa no kura nso bi ko we yoko abra yam publicize key ones now. The Attorney General about a press conference, small press conference or home, then he go. So a lot of issues are there. I was say solve, and we have 2.5 years now to go. So you can't rely on the traditional court. We don't want a situation where abano be 4 years in the bedroom na ye. And proceedings before a regional tribunal must involve a matter of public interest, including offenses against the state. And because you see, they will push these matters. Now you expedite the guilt or otherwise of people that are charged or more. No, be a one tono. Nti we are who say traditional courts no koso. We no so koso. Tribunals no so koso. Nti there is nothing wrong with the tribunals, and we have grounded them in law. We have gone through now what challenge in fact in lawmaking in Ghana, so who say yet chamber ho na at the final stage, third stage, ebia consideration stage, who say obi astati ye they were law no ho. It is because you see they have challenge. It is because it's because you see the law will come to harm them. And when you must start at the final stage, consideration stage, you ever pass it mrano because they have opportunity. If you think there is something wrong, you bring it up during consideration stage. In fact, you can even do second consideration. You can even bring something up for us to go and consider it. And as far as we are concerned in Parliament, we have done all the things that we need to do to bring these tribunals into Tribunals Act. Now, abua ama adjudication of all these many cases are no a content so now I the guilt or otherwise of those that we have charged.
But my member unia suna me from mramesi or can say so Uncle Ben obi send me a message we and person to my Solomon say ampedo say so can I just ask a lawyer for us, can the indigents of Samra Boy sue for compensation in a civil case?
Well, among the
because right now it's established that somebody's negligence led to somebody's illegal act. Yeah, you know Nama Samra Boy Abedru baby Edri. Can they go in for civil suit, sue the perpetrator and the person who gave out the land for compensation? Say kwaya modi afasuni.
I think so. No, I think so. I think it's possible.
They were at the receiving end, yes. So they can organize themselves and still file a suit.
So the state was interested in the criminal part.
Yes. But the civil
side of it, it still exists. Okay. That's where we look at the looting side of it.
Okay. Okay.
So, now, if they sue for compensation, they have to also almost sue Akonta mining. Not the government.
Yes. He's talking about this album, you know.
And they can sue Akonta mining for that negligence. But the chief executive officer, the bank lawyer, they are no nukuta Akonta mining. It's incorporated, but it's incorporated.
The company is
it can be sued.
But the question is,
that is when before, and that is when the resources are when many or can say Kwabena were talking about say resources are or Ghana through those processes, you know, they can be sued. The courts can garnish their resources or processor omunya free this illegalities, you know, because that one was not part of this process until they can use that to compensate the people.
So now the question is, you see a limited liability company, the minimum membership no two.
Yeah.
So here is the case, the director no kuta shares be 99% no ono na shemu no.
On the cross.
So you see,
put their hands on the company accounts.
The first question is company nankasa or board. If it has a board of directors now, is board of directors no in private limited company, board of directors no minimum you two no want to mean the maximum shareholder.
Oh, but while in prison he can still be acting. He can come to court.
So
but he has another case, so he still the
I know. I grant that say no or them no different cases
over court.
And you know, say no me free say what can be done. Say anu de obi akwa for that civil suit no obi anko ye. Court no and I say there could be a freeze on the assets and account. You susu say and namsa illegality no na man sakai. Say one of the mandate of Yoko. I don't know say or no say Yoko di kan frɛ no.
Yeah.
And it's a case no Yoko ho kwan say or mu take that standard. Yoko can freeze all assets you susu say onya through that illegality. Yeah. Now say if someone will sue for compensation the amount of compensation, you know, say you turn Japan they be to my compensate, then that action will be taken. And yes, I did. Me nyɛ sure say akonta mining as akonta mining no say you know dwumadi bi koso a ɛde sika ba akonta mining account a obi tima ko ganishi as we speak me madwen no me nyɛ sure say akonta mining no ɛda so operate a ɛde proceeds ɛba akonta mining account a obi tima ko ganishi to make that compensation no and you know maybe the assets that were acquired through the illegality of akonta mining activities, you know, or meet me a freeze na say so will be echo sue for compensation or modi be ebe compensating na so be it.
But with the other cases, you know, what do you make out of it? Now we are I'm for after the all of a sudden will be I hope about so say after the NASA security case, NSS case, a buffer store case, MPA case, but what did you say?
That is here no agro ni nyina de key wo mu evidence. And the case is now ko ni nyina no me hu say judge na otena Wontumi dey so no ono anete two other cases bi so.
Sir! Sir! What? Sir!
Ono
from the same one.
Ono ana ete other two, I think say the Dubois case and the NSS case, you know. Judge na ete so. So if there is evidence, maybe the idea.
It's very nice.
Maybe the idea in many lawyer, but minim say in assembly, you know, evidence na a play key.
Yeah.
So if there is evidence, they shouldn't go on the tangent to say political witch hunting, and I say we be a young who say boneno obiedi. You better Ghana anymore. The state institutions must work, and if it must work devoid of any external pressure. Any UBA, you know, me free say obia de nitrimu fine na juma the emrano SML say ebo omo aka no in the other cases a ma menete so na omo nka say obi te court to be said the abronya kan no say case bi o ha o de court we dia na che say o kwa ma wakodi for.
Can you imagine?
You see you who say they shouldn't brand the judge who sat on Wontumi's case and they say some kind of political
but from where you sit, even with your colleague MPs at the other side, that is what they are trying to do.
Oh, sir, MPP for no. That is anything I made this a foot no ban say Emrano Parliament na Judicial na interpreti. Enti Emra bia ni Ghana ha just determine case laws and aba be kan Emrano ho. Apart from that, no bibia Parliament na hihye. Enti say ye nyina yekotena se na hihye Emra na me feel say we should back off and the function of the judiciary, you know, and take the interpretation aspect, you know, say the beya be who say obia na adwuma. And that double standard are minority for no because oye legislator as a lawyer ufri parliament and wa kujina court wa hihye mra na wa san akọ cheche mra nu na say wo be ka say mra na wa ankasa wo hihye no edi ohunam nipa enti no amfa kwan papa so a then indirectly you are saying say you made bad laws and as a sebi mra na wo hihye no
because one has say
sir
we are a legislator,
yeah,
and now free one wa lawyer
and
then to court to ave do say mra na me boy me say you know enye
so enti no obi a sebi odidi a enkwan no oja bebre wa yi wanum no one na be kasa
so what to bomb what to bomb. Thank you so much.
Now we there me mano December we you know I say building confidence, restoring strength. And this year manyo ya ba ya no ya reset baby a na Oba National Investment Bank nanka ya anom eka omo nko ade anka bank no nka omo eton ye but ene uko NIB there's a success story nti the managing director of NIB or launch book NIB kwan ya fa so ene ya was me work program na say ya me aboa ama ba bia MPP ja amamu na state institutions nyina NIB is a state bank.
And I hope that the success story, you will give us the bullet points tomorrow.
Sure.
Sure. So, and then I'm moving more success story. We will need it tomorrow to run our show here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll come say a quick one. So, yes, say a man for Vima Basro say, Kai.
Uguswa Oshe na uti dwumadie no ade de my subscribe like to dwumadie no share na ma afoforo enso ensa enya de enka be kindly click on the notification bell no so send be the any news be ato platform no so a wonso wo hunu de eko ene de eba yanko ne kokoti of family ne ba de aka no mabasum
and me tunze na we ni agipa say judge na ensem ni bi mo hye krata so man na me so na me ni agiba me ni na me bi say how did this wonderful one happen enti bibia ye de ni be di ekire na ya bompa ye na nya me nhira ne ma ne nkwa na onfa mra ne nye djuma ma ye esa say Ghana for the drone say ekita ondie na o kan ye say etu no wate so dollar no djuma no ora no no na ye djuma no say ode asem no akọ na ba akọ film yenko yenim sa national service secretary asemi no so me hu say ene me hu online say news be about enti bon fam intem enti je sika ni bi na obi a asotwe ne mbra se wo hwa de mama ye na double edge sword me ba no yes ye mfa body we eni obi afa mama ye de na kotum me ba no so I'm telling you something and I honorable for me new kind no just say bibia warning shots have been fired enti why be so midterm budget EBPM me share him say to force will come and give us more hope about cutting expenditure they go for bebre say I to chair with the release of funds in your man. It is also a way of checking expenditure and wastage. As I said, one year it will be business as usual. Into say whole department of crap and our agency. Yes. Into you share him say obebano shots fire bebim no cutting down expenditure bebim innovative ways of or the ebeshim are protecting revenue collection.
Cutting down on taxes.
I don't expect him to cut down taxes. As I say, baby a fee ban. We have a lot of debt to clear. Maybe say one CD. It is not time to clear it. Petrol there no because that one CD we are bare magic. Eyi e can be then e wo hold da no eyi bi so na sa gap na e de e can ba no e clear the whole one for 2025. Nti wo be pese e be wo na enye na djuma no na enclose sa gap ne man na de bia no anfa bia nkoso a ensan yi dada no bi e mayen nya sa o chena se e ba ne se ye pesa to force ye de twa am de ni bia ugo bo besia ne ba no de abetua salary no de bia yowa no se sa na opere de a ene ba bibisi a ye se ye reset no de me pesa ye pa ne se further cuts on ba tax ne de o ma onfa bi mbeka ho ba ye bi be se 3 ana fo bi enti ye to ye bo na ya nhwiri ska ne bebri e se road toll so be kaya no so na maska kakra e so na yi no fi oda and e be yi levy covid levy game yi be se enti ye to ye bo kakra e se ye no ye man ye ne nsipi ne nsita nya sra o kina bi ne akosu enti onhwe ne yi na e ho no tax ne de be hia ne se mo fa bi mbeka mu ba on tretre ni yenko yechi because there are still companies akesi a omuntu ata
na Judicial on trim
because we should be the informal sector owner the innovations but we should be the construction sector alone. There are foreign workers who are working in this country omuntu ata as we are why GTNJ contract why tiling contract onye Ghanaian ni okutia wa he na say we hear fam amunso ne mom contract akesi enso ye the Ghana card ni ye bechi waje wo de enso no de no atwe afom ye onkofo bi so mo business bi ma ye show mo hu bedro bi say Nigeria for piapia na mo ton phone ni am accessories offer oji tiptoe lane for sika dia na hwe na ji we mu so de It's say almost omo yes ka papa.
Oh yes.
The enti a hot so enya the profit is on high store bia. And on no so sir.
No water.
On the musa by the day.
No land pool.
Thank you.
And you know I say on the musa.
Okifa mo ko.
Into ultimate so. E bia 2 cedis bi. Anybody who has a mefa car. Akọ market to. Na tu say they otini important one 2 cedis no.
Ato.
One fro car.
Ojane.
We save 5 cedis.
Onye Ghana ni onye odidwane kakra na scan no confirm didwane bibia wa biom.
Oh yeah, no the call.
And I will move so mudija online to also share Omampin ability on share sa online collections to Judiciary. Because of course, I mean omo ni maybe omo ye kakra follow, but they need to accelerate pace because we will turn away eguni him and I turn online and there say one could try any and share there and the online store view and now so after Uber no or the faso na yeah they call no dinija and to own tua bibia. And so no so personal obey scabby.
No, but I been think online on gum because and then young girls and young boys they create communities, market community, online. And then we did online pa. So they believe say enka omon gun yemam kakra wo ho. Now even if there is something a bit me I motivate and kolano or why I don't know.
The give back no say I'm motivate you by having them into industrial parks and then give them other resources. But say ubegum tax afana kakra pe no moje. Omo pese omo register omo nti by their follow ups omo chewa omo no din kita na omo register na omo ma wotua bibi kakra bi under their new tax regime for the informal sector no. And I think that one is a very good one. So I want to see how efforts no echo port dey omo dey buy sha say na tochima kakra omo corrections yem say maintenance bi obium, but you know that's the AI use or no.
Yes.
Dey be why or dey increase revenue. So all about tax collection no. Say multinational enterprises no. Companies akese ofia man no. Do ni bi musu o ha o say yes say omo tax nsem bi abon say pudo kese bia na che say abepie mo nti say o mian in sawo
no.
Yes. Omo.
But you know why don't they cancel it?
Oh no, okay, exemptions. Exemptions are there be pay o. Me dem tipe na mbo for and me anya madam for kra tax exemptions anya there me pay
cancel it.
You know, idea is one of the trade we say omo de wo one of the facilities tax expenditure. What they name na say they be amaka say it depends on what you go to the table with. A mindset. Ya dream say foreign direct investment. Obruno ni sika ana obi di fa amano na ereba and ebe boayen. And I have always said say we should think about the local direct investment in the sense say sa akwenye mom say mom tax exemptions we. The real things in the mobile and say yeah Ghana for no pay SMD they come because of your quality materials, exactly. Because of your security in your country, and then because of labor. Omunya good and cheap labor and omusa sunya quality raw materials and also our security. One over investment we say Iran city and now call maybe I have to buy and Somalia over investment. And our security one, our quality raw materials and the labor that is available. And I say yeah governments they negotiations. But thanks be to God, some nema about that local economy jump with the 24-hour economy no. Maybe say mete bebri niama bia or accelerate around the big push any niama no or on chere sika or pompe ko ne some of the outplans urban good because construction in kwa we just say road but road no that is where the employment creation ne bem no. Gata ne kwa foreman or labor or supply cement or more so any concrete ne ba no that's gutter making alone job creative. Mame for no so construction mo ko to adwane also with construction alone